time for Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway and the Santa Claus Girls. The Santa Claus Girls is a non-profit organization serving the Grand City since 1916. The Santa Claus Girls' mission is to provide toys, food, books, hats, gloves, and socks to kids aged 12 and under from low-income families, all of the things needed to be a kid during the holidays. Donate now for kids 12 and under living in Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, and the Grand Forks Air Force Base, and kids aged 4 and under in Emerado. Maybe you'd like to find out about volunteer opportunities for groups and individuals. The Santa Claus Girls distributed gifts to over 1,600 kids in the area last year. With a goal of $70,000 this year, you can help donate online via PayPal or call 701-772-8121 to find out more. By donating just $40, you'll be sponsoring a bag for one child. Even making Christmas better for one local child would be a great thing. Please reach out to the Santa Claus Girls soon. For our guests, Amanda Jo Enright, she's competition director for NOSA and the NLSA. And of course, Stephen Lewis, my co-host, is with us today. Any questions or comments, feel free to call or text 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. Let's do it right away. It's our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Forget about the past. You can't change it. Forget about the future. You can't predict it. Or forget about the present. I didn't get you one. Happy birthday, Amanda Jo Enright.
National Best Friend Day.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Is it National Best Friends Day, too?
Well, for me it is.
Okay, all right. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you have big plans?
We're going to go to lunch with Steven after this.
Yeah?
And then I'm going to go play bingo tonight with some coworkers.
Do you have to go back to work?
Gosh, no, I took the next 4 days off.
Oh, you're not even drinking a Busch Latte? You took the next 4 days off.
Well, yeah, it's my last year of my 30s. Next year, I'm taking a whole week off.
She might be a year older, but it's still, I mean, she's still a girl, so it's birthday week.
Yeah, it's birthday week.
Well, I should have done that. I turned 60 for Pete's sakes. So 39?
39, yep. Sean and I already decided for my 40th, we're going to go to Nashville.
Oh, for fun.
Yeah, because for my 30th and my 21st, we went to Vegas.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of over Vegas.
Yeah.
We all are.
Were you going to Vegas too?
No.
Are we going to Nashville? Or are we all over Vegas? Oh, hockey joke.
Yeah,
Well,
I would love to go to the...
maybe something else. Too.
I'd like to go to the new, the Stratosphere or whatever they have in Vegas would be fun. But you know what? I've only been there once, and it was enough for me.
That orb.
Yeah, where they have the concerts and stuff. Somebody I was talking to was some people last night. They were there for the Wizard of Oz. And said it was incredible. Another good friend of mine was there for the Eagles concert last week, 2 weeks ago. Said it was awesome too. But something like the Wizard of Oz or something, I would much rather see something like that than a concert there. But anyway,
their football stadium looks like a Roomba.
Yeah, well, it does. Yeah. A couple of things to get out of the way. First off, I know the Winnipeg Jets beat the Minnesota Wild the other night. Overtime.
They tried not to in the second period.
I know. But Wilder really struggling this year.
Hey, I didn't rub it in afterward. Like
no, you didn't. You didn't.
When he walked in, I could feel the tension between you two.
It's like me and Johnny Gibson whenever the Pittsburgh Penguins play the Minnesota Wild.
I mostly didn't rub it in because I was double boxing it there. I had the Jays on there too. So
yeah, right. And
the Jays have more of my attention now than anything else.
Right, and that was the game that lasted till like 6 a.m. too that night, wasn't it?
I watched every inning of it.
Did you?
Yes,
yeah,
I
but
did.
you're one of those guys. What time did you get up the next morning?
Morning.
Wait, the next PM.
The next PM.
7:30. I still got 5 hours. Like the game got over at 2. Like
Yeah,
it was all right.
Okay. Also, folks, again, looking for some guests. If you know anybody that wants to be on the show, if you want to be on the show, Dirty Thursday, reach out to us. You can PM us. You can call me. You can get a hold of us on social media. Do whatever you want. Email us, local at gfbestsource.com. But we want to get some new blood in here, too. So, but what we're doing today is I wanted to kind of do a wrap-up of NOSA, and then we'll throw in NLSA too. I'm hoping we can do that with another show if we need to. But so that's what we're going to do today. Oh, and by the way, we had a tie today. And according to Stephen Lewis, this has happened once before. Corey Litton and Nick Curtis, they are making a competition out of this.
Yeah, this is like twice in the last 4 weeks that
I mean,
they've done this.
do they call each other up and set a time up and go, okay, in 3, 2, One. And then they both tried to.
Well, the precedent center here was, so Dale put the challenge out. The first one to get here physically breaks the tie. Well, Corey's 80 miles away.
Yeah,
And
okay.
then if Nick's at lunch, and then he showed up here, and we're like, no way you're leaving without making your debut on the show.
Right,
So,
right.
Anyway.
Oh, and it is the Sphere is the name of it. What did I call it?
Stratosphere.
Oh, yeah.
I,
Well, okay.
I didn't know it was
It's
wrong.
short, whatever.
I don't know anything about it.
So Corey Litton, woo, good morning all. Nick Curtis also. Happy birthday, Amanda Joe Enright. Brina Sang, hello and happy birthday, Amanda. Steve Lundby, happy birthday, Amanda. The Sphere's name of it. Happy birthday, Amanda. My hero, Nate Reynolds.
Yeah, that guy on the top there.
Yeah, Nate's my hero.
Did you ever know? Oh, boy.
Yeah, oh boy.
that
Okay,
that's
better version. You tell me because I've got my answer. Gary Morris or Bette Midler? Who sang it better?
I'm going to go Midler.
No.
Same.
Are you sure?
Now, have you even heard the Gary Morris version? It was a country hit back when I was in radio and country radio years ago. Check it out.
I'll give
I
them
like it
both
better.
another listen again.
I like it better.
Not
okay,
sure.
well, it's just like I Will Always Love You, Dolly or Whitney.
Ooh, Whitney.
Gee, see?
I might go Dolly there.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
No offense to Whitney.
No, I okay. We agreed
I don't
on
know.
something.
I'm not sure.
All right.
I went one way with one and one way with the other.
Yeah, that's all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually.
You are doing fantastic, in my opinion.
Thank you.
I wanted to go back, and no matter, this sucks, but a couple of years ago at this time of the year, you weren't doing this well. You were, in my opinion, you were just a burned out woman.
I was.
You take a lot of crap. You listen to a lot of crap. These people that talk to you, a lot of them have, they don't care. They don't care what they say. They don't care what comes out of their mouth. They don't, you're a human being, but things have changed a little bit. You are the regular Amanda Joe now.
Yes, I am the regular Amanda Joe, which is great because
What changed?
my mental health focus changed.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I was no longer going to take on everyone else's issues and that they
Okay.
could figure it out themselves. Because some of these things that were getting thrown at me were so trivial.
Yep.
They weren't life or death. And then these last 2 years has been quite of a, I might get emotional, but it's been like kind of a hell of a journey for my mental health and with Hudson as well. Because when we got all of Hudson's diagnosis, the last 2 years, it's been a real roller coaster. So my focus had to change and I had to get my focus better. And like Hudson is pretty much the driving force behind why I take care of myself so well.
Sure.
Because this kid needs me.
Yeah.
I know I wrote an article here probably in August when his official diagnosis finally all came out, and I really in that article wanted to portray how thankful I am for racing.
Yeah.
Because the people in racing, I feel like sometimes they get a bad, I don't even know how to say it, a bad rap about them and that they don't care about things, but this is the community that has supported my son.
Sure.
That makes him feel quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, when they meet Hudson, they don't know.
They have no clue. I wouldn't know. I talk to him all the time.
No, they don't know that he's got autism. So that's been a journey for the last few years for us. But it's just the treatment by everybody that in the racing community is amazing. Because like, I won't lie, I have family members that just treat him poorly.
Yeah.
They don't understand him, but there's never been that feeling from the racing community.
And that is something that we have stressed on this show for how long? The racing community
Probably
is a
right
community.
from the
It's a
get-go.
family. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's NOSA, if it's NLSA, if it's WSOTA Midwest Mods. They are families. They are racing families. And that is good to see.
Yeah.
That's awesome. When you talk about writing, this whole, the NOSA magazine, you guys do a fantastic job on that, by the way, you and Bobby and whoever else is involved. But did you know you were this good of a dang writer? Because you're kicking out some stuff there that is like, whoa, whoa.
Honestly, in high school, absolutely hated the writing aspect of
I
everything.
did too, but I did it so much.
Love reading. Reading is my favorite thing
Oh,
to
okay.
do.
I'm the
Which
opposite.
is interesting because my son struggles as well with the actual writing part. He loves to read, but when it comes to writing things down, hates it. Can't get started on not. When I went to college a year early, my senior year of high school, I went to the University of Minnesota Crookston for post-secondary, and I met an amazing woman there who did my composition class, and she made writing fun. She made it about, you write about your own topics and what you want to write about. And then I was like, okay, this is fun. Well, then I started that blog. years back living the dirt life or whatever and just sharing my journey. And then all of a sudden, like, it was my cathartic way of getting my thoughts out. And it just kind of, it's been, 8 years now I've been doing this, or 7 years. And it comes easier. I will say, like you said, when the burnout happened a few years ago, I did weaponize.
Yeah.
That I did use my writing to weaponize against
Sure
people
you did. Yeah.
to get my point across.
But you know, everybody's got their point where they just say, you know, you draw your line in the sand and just go, all right, that's enough. Damn it, that's enough. And you just got to go from there. You know, everybody, it's social media has, and I can't say this enough, it sure makes a lot of people brave. It does very well for a lot of people. I mean, it's a good way to get your story out there. For me, it's a good way to reconnect with people I haven't seen in forever. And it's a good way to show off pictures of catfish.
Mainly for catfish.
Yeah, well, my wife says, you never take any pictures of us. And I said, there's a couple in there, you know.
You know, I think we're both East Siders, and, you know, high school writing is way different because when it's forced, when you have to do it, it's way different. Having to write and wanting to write are two different things.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, I've got my PR clients, and one of them has a rough week. It's tough to do, but if someone has a fantastic week, you want to write that right away and get that down. And even personally for yourself, like I do it a ton. I've got plenty of Google documents where I just write to myself. No one ever sees it. But yeah, having to write and wanting to write are two totally
and being
different
able
things.
to express not just the positive all the time, but to share the negative
Yeah.
things.
Well, you know, and that's next on my list, and this is something that's came up a lot lately, or the last year or two on Dirty Thursday, is all the behind the scenes. In fact, here's what my notes say: behind the scenes bullshit. Because the people in the people in the stands, they don't need to see it. They don't need to hear it. And that is good. That is what we're supposed to do. Again, a circus-like atmosphere. You get the people in there. You entertain them. You try to get in and out as fast as you can. You put on a great show for everybody. They don't realize that things like anything. There are things, little hitches and things that go around in the background, whether it be something not working right, whether it be equipment or people or whatever. There's a billion things that the people out there don't see, and it's kind of up to us to make sure they don't see it, I guess. But then how do you get it off your chest? It's like, okay, I know this is going on, and I can't do a damn thing. Okay, give me another Busch Light.
So it's funny you say that, because actually I feel like I have that freedom with the NOSA magazine, because people choose to buy that and read that, and they know they're going to get the nitty gritty from me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I do write about the not so nice things behind the scenes as well.
Yep. You guys need to get up top once and take more pictures. Keep looking back at my old, because I've got every NOSA magazine there is.
Yeah.
Sure is a lot of pictures of Chad in there, but anyway.
By the way, we need to make that a new segment: behind the scenes BS, BTS BS.
That's a great idea.
That would be a really great podcast.
New segment.
New segment. Put you in charge of that one. Kevin Pappenfuss says, I always say when we go to the races, it's like going to a family reunion.
Absolutely.
It is. Happy birthday, Amanda, from Mark Sin. Corey Palm, happy birthday, Amanda. Okay. Now, if you were to grade both NOSA and the NLSA from last year, and you can answer this too, Stephen Lewis, what would you give them for a grade? Because I thought the racing was great. I don't know.
Honestly, we'll start with NOSA. I will give them an A++. It was a phenomenal year.
It was.
Absolutely amazing. Our car counts, the racing, the camaraderie, just all of it. It felt good. It was like being back to when I first started. It took us a few years to get where we are as a whole in NOSA again, but like, come on, those car counts were amazing this year.
Yeah.
The racing, like I said, phenomenal.
It was.
Racing. We've got some really good new up and comers through this series that just been fun to watch. Like that Pay Kid, holy moly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got the top 20 in points for the season here. Jade Hastings, again, your champion, 946 points. Jack Croker, that kid's going to win a race one of these years. He's one of these days. It's coming up.
One of his best years was this year, I think.
Yeah. And just keep waiting for it. Second, Nick Umdahl was third. Weston Olson, too.
Oh, yeah, Weston is
I mean,
another
that
one
kid
I got to mention.
fourth in points. And he's a good kid, too.
And all of his wins this year.
Yeah, and he missed races because he still plays football. He still plays baseball. He still does sports. Well, he's just a kid. He's still a high schooler.
And then he was running the Houston stuff, too.
Yeah.
So he took off a few nights to go to Jackson and whatnot to keep his points up there.
So top 5 in points. That's not bad. Mark Dobmeyer finishing 5th, followed by Zach
I'll have to
Umdahl.
look back. I wonder who ended up as the IBEW Rookie of the Year at Huset's.
That's a good question. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Because Andy won it last year. It'd be neat if it was Weston. I'm not sure who all was a rookie there, but
Other ones that surprised me. You see, you came in number 7th in points. Kate Taves.
Oh, love
Isn't
her.
that something?
I adore
I mean,
her.
a lot of people are like, "What? Who?" And then you got Alex Straczynski, another rook.
Technically it's his second full year, but he had a great year. It was finally good to see him complete races.
Yes, that puts you in the top 10 in points.
Yes.
Andy Page 9th, Blake Eglin 10th, Travis Strandell 11th, Adam Sobolik 12th, Colton Young, Gage Polkabreck, Amelia Eisenschenk, Tom Eglin, Austin Pierce 17th, Brendan Mullen 18th, Layla Eisenschenk 19th, Brody Graham, another youngin, finishing in the top 20.
going back to Kate, the resilience the whole family showed from the get-go, from having to put the car together back together well enough in Minot to get home at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because Minot to DL is way different than what any of the rest of us went through that weekend. And then, they got into scrapes, but they were one of the two that made every show, and just got better as the season went on. So
She's one of those gals. When I met her, she was just a young teenager. She was so shy.
Yeah.
Just timid. Now she's a force to be reckoned with, that girl.
Now, these young, especially the girls, because we're seeing more and more of them getting into the sport, which is awesome. Now, I know the young drivers lean on other drivers, but do any of these, especially the girls, do they lean on you for anything? Because, again, getting to the behind-the-scenes crap, I'm sure they hear it. I mean, gall darn well they can hear it, because there's those certain people out there. It's like, the damn girl, get her off the track, blah, 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 blah. Kate
would be one, yes. Kate, I've had a friendship with her and her family for over 6 years now. She is someone that I touch base with every night.
Okay.
We talk.
Yep.
When I get to see Layla and Amelia, it's fun to talk with those girls.
Love them.
And it's not about racing usually. It's about life.
Sure.
Those two, they were, when all these struggles this last summer with Hudson started, those two were phenomenal with him. They would play football, pick up football games with him, and just check in with me how he's doing, because they knew his struggles with school.
Right. So you're like the favorite auntie to some of these people.
I think, yeah.
You're not quite old enough to be the favorite grandma yet, but you're getting there. Here's text from Kaylee. Most people only share the good or fun parts of their lives on social media. I think it's important to share the downs or negatives in life too. Maybe not all of it, but it's good to share some. When it's nothing but perfection, that to me shows who the fake people in life are. I agree with you. Also, how you represent yourself or business online and how you treat and talk about people shows the kind of person you really are. I will agree with you 100%. Thank you for that. Now, getting back to me and my social media, I've got to put my foot down, because I'm not going to put pictures of small fish on there. I can't always, or take a picture of just the water, because fishing sucks today.
You just saw it from Kaylee. You got to share them all, positive and negative. Otherwise, you look fake. You're not getting big fish all the time.
Next year, I'm going to have to do that. And then people are going to go, I don't want to go fishing with you. You suck. I saw your posts. I saw your posts of water. There's nothing else there. With the new folks, the new kids, the new girls, the new guys coming in, have you heard any rumors, anybody new coming in, anybody getting out? That's the worst part, which I hate, because you hear the rumors all the time. This is maybe going to be my last year. I want to start going back to the lake again, and I get that. But have you heard of anything?
I do know one that is looking to get out, but it's not my place to discuss
and
right now.
And that's in NOSA?
Yes, in
NOSA.
NOSA.
I think I probably got an idea who you're talking about. You know who I want to get on this show, and I've been with them for the last month. I haul beats for AgMac Construction, or AgMac Farming.
Farms.
And it's so cool because, you got me, Mike, Doogie, Rugie, the Max, all these people that work at the racetrack, Brandon Thorbelson. I'm trying to get Todd to come on with Casey and Kale.
That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, but of course, yeah, right.
They're also shy.
They are, and that's the thing. And I'm like, you know what, you guys, for years, I thought if I could get the Max on my show, it'd be so awesome. And The one I got was the one I never thought I'd get on, and I wish I could have got him back on again. Was Grandpa Donnie?
Yeah.
He was one of the best shows we ever had. And if I could get the Max on, because I know they're not probably watching today, but Kaylee says, get Mike Witherall on. You know, we should work on that. We should get Withy on here. Always a great show, and happy birthday, Amanda.
Mike had quite the year for go-karting this year.
Yeah, he's welcome for
Yeah,
that, too.
yeah. Considering didn't he? Is he having a neck surgery, or is he got something? He's got something going on.
Yeah.
I don't think he's having to have any work done to it, but he does have to manage it.
Yeah, right.
So-
But he did have a great year.
Great year.
And this was the first.
Mostly due to his new tire guy.
Yeah.
So-
And who's that? You? No kidding. What's the secret? Well, you can't tell me
Can't tell
that.
you the secrets. No.
Okay, just don't put motor oil on
This
it.
is an open forum. I can't say what I do
You
there.
were a tire guy for Jade too, weren't you? Yeah.
Wow.
Equal opportunity over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Well, they don't call. I can't use the nickname here.
So now we've had girls on here. How many weeks in a row? I was hoping maybe we could get another girl on next week, but I'm kind of running out.
We got to figure out if we could zoom the Taves family in
That would be a
at
good
some
one.
point, or
Okay.
that would be an idea. But
If you got their number, give it to me. I'll reach out to them when I get a chance.
I do.
Best viewers, streambo.com. I don't know who that is. I know the secret, Travis Strandell says.
I'll give you a real good deal for that secret too.
I know the secret. Wow.
I'll give you a deal.
Now, last year, he went up to Greenbush for the first time in a while. NOSA did. Have you guys even come up with a schedule yet? Are you getting close, or have you even started on it?
Oh, I've been.
Yeah, it's
I
started.
think I've
for
been
sure.
working on schedules since August already.
Oh, really?
Yep, I've had quite a few people reach out on scheduling. Some of the things that I gotta look at before I can schedule is Huset's. I gotta kind of keep an eye on what they're doing because if I'm gonna do a travel weekend for like a Sunday or something, I kind of gotta make sure I don't do it that time because also then like co-sanctioning of races like the King of the Wings, I gotta pay attention to that as well because MSTS. A lot of their drivers race at Huset's, so I got to kind of keep an eye on that as well. So I'm kind of just waiting here a little bit for Huset's to finish figuring out their stuff, and then once they do, which is their banquet time in December, you usually release their schedule, and then I can. So I do have a lot of things lined up, a lot of tracks that want us that I've been getting phone calls. I think just this week I've had 4 tracks call.
Wow.
Which is nice, and a couple series that I called, and a couple co-sanctioning stuff and whatnot. So yeah, scheduling is in the works as of right now.
Do you have a number you shoot for how many races? How many shows?
We try to do about 25 a year.
25-ish.
About 25-ish is what we're comfortable with.
Okay, now one thing that, and you might not even have an answer for this. I get called and asked a lot about the high limits, ever making it up here, and I've always been under the assumption, and I might be wrong, I was always under the assumption that if Woo comes, high limits can't, or if high limit comes, Woo won't, or whatever. I don't know how that works, but do you think, could it ever work where you could have high limits and the World of Outlaws coming to a track? Because don't they do that for like the Eldoras and stuff, or not? I don't know.
Every once in a while, you'll see a track at both.
Yeah.
In the same year. So,
and who decides that? I mean, you know, somebody gets all pissy and says, "Well, we're not coming," or you know, we don't. I don't know how that works.
So like for up here in our area, it'd be another promoting company like SLS would be the one scheduling for our area.
And because you know, high limit doesn't come around here very often.
No.
Do they even go to Knoxville? I think they hit Knoxville, didn't they?
No, they don't.
Oh, they didn't. How about Huset's?
They did.
Not
They had,
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Not last year, but the year before. They
Yeah,
did,
2
didn't they?
years
First year.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Okay, so all right.
But that also with Houston's has to do with their streaming rights as well.
High
Oh,
limit,
sure.
Yeah, well, yeah. High limit
it's-
was different 2 years ago too. It wasn't
Right.
like an actual series, and then so kind of when call it a split if you want. I will, to be honest. But yeah, when you have that split, it does get very difficult. This is the longest split that we've ever had. The other two were only 1 year. But it looks like they're here to stay, and just figuring out a way to coexist with everyone is kind of the most important thing of the whole deal.
And the nice thing about NOSA is that we're not tied to a certain track or whatnot. So
Right.
if these opportunities come, we can go support
Sure,
those races.
sure.
I don't sign contracts with World of Outlaws. I don't sign
Right.
contracts
You're
with High
right,
Limits.
right.
It's up to our members to decide whether they want to support a race or not. We're not exclusive one way or the other.
Sure.
It's no different than any other decision we make.
Right.
It goes to the drivers, and we do what they want. It
Makes
is no
sense.
different
Yep.
in any other situation. We're just kind of more along the lines of we're board members, but we're more ombudsman in that scenario. So
Man, you're using some big words today, dude.
I mean, you know,
You're losing me.
we're not going to need to take a break here, are we?
We will here pretty quick, yes. Do you think, when they first announced the high limits a couple of years ago, it's like, wow, this is going to be big. It's going to be, they're going to take away from what. Do you think the World of Outlaws, in my opinion, are still the show? They're the big show, in my opinion. High Limits can try. I don't know how many races High Limits runs compared to the World of Outlaws. If you want to be the true sprint car champion, I think it needs to be done with the World of Outlaws because of how many races, how you have to be a champion night in and night out in order to take this title. But, two late model classes or sanctioning bodies can work together or not together, but make it work. Why can't the sprint cars? Can they? I mean,
Well, we saw that in Wisconsin. Wisconsin made it work.
Sure,
Because there was a lot of high limits races
Yeah.
there, and there was a lot of outlaw races there, and there's a lot of sprint car series in itself in Wisconsin. So, I mean, I feel like that was a good show to everyone that it can be done.
right.
That we can all work together
Yeah.
and we can all have your shows.
I think we're going to take a little break now. We still will be talking about NLSA. I think we'll do that a little bit next, but we're going to take just a short little break here. We'll be right back. Dirty Thursday on Grand Forks Best Source, brought to you by River City Speedway. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know, most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids, check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. You know, they can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. For a complete oil change and more, they're at 3325 South 38th Street, or call them 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All righty, we are back. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River City Speedway. Amanda Jo Enright, competition director with NOSA, the Northern Outlaw Sprint Association, and NLSA. That is the, what is that, National Lightning Sprint Association? Northern Lightning Sprint Association. A couple of more texts from Eric Rice. John, the National Sprint Tour lasted 1 year. Yeah, I remember that. Those Lightning Sprints haul as with a couple of Z's instead of S's. And I was going to get to that. In fact, I was just looking at one on buy and sell yesterday, Lightning Sprint. But I have always been a fan of the Lightning Sprints. Back when they were called what they call them before, the... Oops. Yep. Oh, there we go. Mini sprints.
we don't need to listen to me. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Back then, you could, they ran the crotch rocket motors, which they all run now, but there was also snowmobile motors
sled
in there.
engines, yeah.
And there was a lot of, I know at one time, Articat, I believe, was using, Brian Sturgeon and using a little bit of that for some R&D work for their fuel-injected motors and things, and it's a great deal, but
My favorite were those first couple of years, the original NLSA, which was, it kind of immigrated down here from Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
But in those first couple of years, there was them up there with the motorcycle engines,
Yep.
and then us down here with the sled engines. Then when they all came together, it was just kind of interesting. There wasn't really anyone running away necessarily.
Yep.
One way or the other. It was nice to see that. Just to have that, like, who's better one-upsmanship kind of
and
competition within the competition.
Sure.
So I missed that a little bit.
In Grand Forks, there's fans that love all racing. I still kind of think it leans more towards a sprint car town. But I can still remember guys, the old school guys. I can't stand those those mini sprints because I can't stand the way they sound. Well, I grew up on snowmobiles and racing snowmobiles, so I absolutely loved the way they sounded, the way they smelled, the way everything. But things have changed now. These lightning sprints, they're going all over the place. They're kind of on the same page now, and it's still, there is, in my opinion, no such thing as an affordable racing. But this is just about as affordable you can get because you don't need the huge haulers. You don't need all of that kind of stuff. But the Northern Lightning Sprint Association is taken off. I mean, we've got more than one sprint association now, right, in the area, or is it just the one?
Just the one.
Okay. How many times did you guys run last year?
Looks like 15 according to this list in front of me.
Okay, 15. And, you know, Dexter DeBiergstein has been just destroying everybody for how long? Boy, he had a run for his money last year because Dylan Langevin was right there.
And Matt
5
Taves.
points?
Those top three, Matt Taves, Dylan Langevin, and Dexter, it was a back and forth all summer long.
Yeah.
It was all summer long. At one point, Matt was leading, and then it was Dylan, and then Dexter pulled ahead, but it was only by mere points. I think most of the times they were about 10 points between the three of them.
Mm-hmm. How about Brendan Mullen getting in the on the list there?
Yeah, he was a. What would you say?
Well, he's working on helping a guy get his car.
Yeah, Mark Williams.
Yep,
He
Mark.
was a moonlighter there.
Yeah.
He's a seat filler.
Okay.
That one.
So, and I do want to say this. Okay, so it's Dexter was first, Dylan Langevin second in points, Matthew Taves third, and I'm going to get it right this time for the first time ever on a microphone. Emmett Isney.
Hey!
That was a lot
Round
of
of applause.
I couldn't remember. Sane. Emmett Isney. Fourth, Hunter Boogie rounding out your top five, followed by Luke Hendrickson, who is that, a rookie?
Yep, he's a rookie.
Wow. How about that?
Lightning Luke Hendrickson.
Lightning Luke. Arlen Rigg, Evan Yanish, Hayden Kemstead, Kate Taves, Bryce Haugeberg, Richard Rigg, Mark Williams, Jake Haugeberg.
I think that Hayden would have been way further up in there had he not had an engine blow.
Oh,
But,
sure.
He was running the solid in the top four.
Because it could be
also.
quite a wait to find one of these
Yes.
motors, can it?
And honestly, I think this is one of his best years because there was some nights he was so close to winning out there in Greenbush, and I just seen a lot of gain in him this year. Very impressed with Hayden this year.
So, do you spend? Is there a sanctioning body you spend more time with, NOSA or the NLSA, or is it about the same?
Well, this year I think it was pretty even because I took some time off here and there, and I had Steven run a couple races without me, and I just. I don't even remember how many races we had for NOSA. I only had 26 races total this year that I actually attended. This must be the lowest year I've ever had. Because I was, for my job for the NLSA, sometimes it's easy if I'm just like, I'm trying to think where I was. I was on a pontoon with Jack Croker and Olson's family, and I was doing a redraw lineup for them while I was on a pontoon in the middle of a lake in South Dakota.
Tough job. Wow.
That that trip sounded like fun, but it almost ended like Titanic.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Trip. Yeah, so I mean, I can do some of what I do, like redraw and passing points and lineups and all that from elsewhere.
Was I in Greenbush? Were you doing that for me because I was in Greenbush?
You were in Greenbush, and Katrina did the redraw, and she just needed the passing point set up, and so I took care of that. But
oh no, you know what that was?
You were not. You were in Ada.
I was in Ada.
Yep, you were gone that night.
Neither one of us was in
Yeah,
Greenbush.
neither one of us was there.
And then Greenbush almost got hit by a tornado on top of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was not a fun day.
Back to your question, I think I split it very fairly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we do end up actually, if you look at our schedules, a lot of the scheduling ends up where NOSA and NLSA are together at the same track, which is kind of nice.
I like it.
And
I like it.
So then there's nights where they run together, and that's where Hallie taking some of the responsibility and looking after one or the other has helped. And then, that makes Sean both too. So all three of you are both essentially, and I try and fill in wherever I can. I'm not necessarily NLSA myself, but obviously, every Greenbush race it makes me part of it now. And I just try and help wherever I can.
Heck, after last year, I thought you were going to maybe get an apartment up in Greenbush.
Should have. For the weekends. You could have left on Friday nights and just been there.
Well,
Not a lot to do up there in the winter, though.
Labor Day weekend, I drove my apartment up there, and so like I mean, so you know.
And on that same note, now, Amanda Joe, your family has purchased a camper now.
Yes, sir. We've had it
And
for
so
2
you
years.
can do a little bit of work and play, or just say screw it and go do a little bit of play. But how much of a game changer is that? Because Sean doesn't race anymore.
Well, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay,
topic.
Asterisk.
Asterisk on that one.
All right,
yes.
but with the camper, you can go up to the green bushes and you can, and wherever and do things like that. But how much of a game changer is that then for you? And did that help? The attitude is maybe not the right word compared to last year to this year, or 2 years ago to last year.
I purchased that camper after 2023 burnout.
Okay. Yep.
I walked into the Alaris in March of 2024, I think it was, and I was like, I like this. Sean's like, you want to buy it? I said, let's do it.
Wow.
So that helped our family and our mental health. So that was one of those things where I'm like, we need to take a little bit of a step back. And with Steven coming back on board after he was gone for a little bit, it helped me so he could take on some of the responsibility when I couldn't be there. So.
I mean, we both went through it, just not at the same time. So like I took my break. She took her step back, but luckily it hasn't really coincided at the same time.
No.
Right.
Very much.
The series would be in a hurt tank if both of you guys were gone. I'll ask you the same thing I did about NOSA. Have you heard any new drivers?
Sure have.
Because the Forks Karting Association, in my opinion now, since they have got the winged carts, I think it is making this transition. I think we're going to see more of it. And I think you're going to see, you have the people that took the big step, the giant step from a cart. They weren't even winged to sprint cars, NOSA. Now with the winged carts and the lightning sprints are getting so good, I would think that would make more people want to go to that, but there are new faces, hopefully.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a couple in the kart club that are going to look at moving up here, too.
Okay.
I do want to say that without the NLSA, we wouldn't have quite a few of the current drivers we do in NOSA if you look back. I mean, Alex, Weston, Brendan was in one, Kate. Her brother, Matt, we may see him in the next year or two. I mean, so...
He's already got a
305.
Superior Customs.
Okay.
Sprint series.
And those 305s is another really good thing.
Yes.
Because I know some people talking about what do they do next? Do they go to the Lightnings or do they go to the 305s?
It's funny you say that because Mike Speaker and I, I'm looking out here behind you at the track photo there. Mike and I were in the infield one night just chatting, and I told him that it's like a mutual respect between him and I when it comes to this. Like, I do push a lot of cars people towards the 305.
Sure,
and I know
I do
they're
too.
not, when I know they're not quite ready for that 410. Because I mean, once you buy that 305, you've got you're pretty much your bones of everything you need for a 410.
Yep.
You're just looking to upgrade that engine.
And then they still have opportunity to run
Correct.
with us once they get comfortable.
Yes.
Being that they are fuel injected, they can run with us, and as long as they hold a line and stay competitive enough. So there's that, and then quite honestly, it's good for us. They get that taste of that, and then they probably want to have a little bit more power, and then probably run with us. So there's definitely, between all of the sprint series, I feel like there's enough to go around for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, it all works so well together. Well, I mean, it helps that I work for two of them, but working with Mike with the 305s has been nice too, because he'd be like, hey, I'm looking for someone to get into 410. Like, what direction should I send them, type of thing. Or when I have a lightning sprint that's not quite ready for a 410, I'm like, hey, Mike, would you talk to this driver?
Yeah, and I mean, how many guys over in Mike's shop there could you talk to about this that would be able to give you an answer and help steer you the right way?
And then there's the odd time we could work with Miles too on various things, more along the lines if he needs help, or if he's not here and he's got Eric and Corey, but we can jump in and help them too. So between, I hope I'm not missing any of the series, but between the 4 different style of sprint car that we have here, everyone's pretty much a cohesive unit, which is really,
we're all
really
involved
nice.
with each other in some way or another.
Yeah.
And on that same note now, I met a kid through one of the weddings that I oversaw, or whatever you'd use the word, but he's from St. Cloud area, and he races a micro sprint.
Okay.
But he has to travel all over the place to go find a place to race. And I'm like, dude. And I was talking to his dad. I'm like, you need to get yourself in a lightning sprint. You could come up to our neck of the woods and race 4 tracks in 4 nights within 2 hours of each other. You don't have to go all over the country. You can just go boink, 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 boink. You
What
can
is
stay
micro?
in one
Isn't
town
it like
and
600 cc?
Yeah,
something like
600.
that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't have like a set place where they can run.
No, and they're kind
It's
of
really
more
tough,
the
but
lower Midwest.
and I think
area.
that's
Yeah,
where
they are.
I think that's where Garrett Tatnall came from, but I think he's got a UMSS sprint now. But
I believe so.
yeah, they came up here once, and the only one I remember that came up here that we've seen on a regular basis is Jeremy Snow. Yeah, he's got a 410 now. He's the 4S car, but yeah, that central Minnesota area is kind of tough to find races for. It kind of doesn't matter what open wheel you are, but
A couple of more texts. What's up from southern Minnesota? There you go, Jeff Cornels. Chewy. Kaylee, my wheels were spinning on starting something for the Midwest Mod class after getting to know Steven and Amanda better and seeing how much work it takes. It dervishes against it because I don't think I'd enjoy racing as much, but I have a hard time taking shit from people without clapping back. No, not mature enough. I'm the same way. Happy birthday, Amanda, from Jenny Barnes. At least 3 guys today, Corey Litton. What's 3 guys at work? Or 3 guys?
yeah, it must be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if that means Nick is back.
Probably.
So I thought I
Okay.
heard rumors about him coming back. So anyway,
Who impressed you the most with the Lightnings this year? Or was there more than one? Or, I mean, we can't, you can say Dexter
Okay.
all the time. And Dylan Langevin,
I've got
I thought,
3 answers off the top of my head.
I have
but
4.
Okay.
I already talked about Hayden.
Okay.
Hayden, I thought, had a great year. And then, well, Dylan, I'll give him it. Finally, he won 1. Actually, he won 4.
yeah.
I
Had a good
I,
year.
I can't.
I
I
d-
literally
yeah,
I
I
can't.
can't. I
I
couldn't.
can't with him.
And then Hunter Buggy.
Muscles.
Yeah, muscles there. He impressed me. He put a lot of work in this year with his car. It was nice to see, and he was making a lot of good runs this year, except for the night.
Well,
the
one of his runs was at a tractor tire, and
Yes.
we didn't really care for that. But
But which, interestingly enough, after he took out that tractor tire, they spent all those hours that night working on the car. I think Sean spent hours and hours and hours on getting that car put back together. Then he goes out and wins the heat race after that, the next day, which is great. And then I got to give a shout out to Luke Hendrickson, coming from the karts up this year. This kid, he's funny. He's hilarious. He's very charismatic. I feel like I didn't take enough time to get to know him this year, and I feel bad about that. I'd like to get to know him better and his family.
oh, he gave me crap at draw every week. He became one of my favorites, and
He's
so I
funny.
call him Lightning Luke Hendrickson. So.
It kind of seems like Mark Williams took him under his wing, and so did Dexter as well.
Okay.
It sounds like he spent a lot of time with Dexter as well. And then Emmett Isney. I wasn't there for his first win, which I was really sad about.
I was just gonna say that.
I missed that one. You missed that one too. We were both
Me
gone
too.
that night. So I was really glad to see him.
Was that final one in June?
Yeah, it was a June
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Was
He's been
disappointed by
impressive
that.
too. Like he hits these really strong runs, and you're like, he's gonna do it, and then something just malfunctions or whatnot. So to see him get some wins was really nice.
Well,
this
he had
year.
that one race last year. I think the second week after Greenbush Open, and Dexter. It took him the entire race, and he got him right at the end. So it had been coming for a while, not as long as Dylan, but like for the both of them to get that monkey off their back, and then
Yeah.
as you go farther down the point list, it's you're seeing the improvement from everyone else, and then we kind of cut it off at Loki there, but there's some interesting names in the very bottom of that.
Yeah, we had
part. Like Xander has already got speed. I can't wait to see if Zarin
Yeah.
keeps going with it, because that's Corey's daughter, right? And Corey was like the last sled guy that would beat up on everyone, a sled engine guy, and so that would be interesting to see where she goes with that. Brandon Bunnis is more of a legend guy.
Yep.
And it would be neat to see him more.
I'd like to see
so
what Brady Heilman could do. He had a really strong beginning of the season until his car started on fire, which I'm glad he's okay after that situation. He's gotten really strong too. He started when he was 11, and he's been impressive too. So if they can get everything figured out with that car, it'd be nice to see.
the NLSA is kind of really no different than us. You kind of cycle people in and cycle them out. So it's not, you're always it's never like the same class for more than like 3 years.
Right.
But yeah, it's you've got that solid top, you've got that growing middle, and then you've got
those new ones coming in.
Those interesting names at the bottom that you're kind of can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah,
going forward.
It was nice to see a bunch of different names in there this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Wisco says, as a former driver of sprint cars and president of the NLSA, I sure wish there would have been someone like Amanda to help out and keep things going smoothly. It's not an easy job. Keep up the good work, good days and bad. The shows on the weekend make all the bad disappear, most of them. Happy birthday, Amanda Joe. Doogie Hauser.
He can call
Singing
me.
happy birthday to Amanda. And you are welcome that you cannot hear me.
You can call me later, Doogie, and sing.
By the way, Amjo, or are we just gonna do that now?
I'm here for it. Shorten it up to Amjo.
Yeah, we might be able to pull something like that off.
I'm gonna give the NLSA an A for this year too. They after our rebuilding year last year and starting it back up this year, I think we've got a really cohesive unit going. Our board works well together. We did things like we became a nonprofit this season. We ran a raffle that was pretty cool. Yeah, all in all, it was a great year for the NLSA.
Was this only season 2 of the reboot?
Season 2 of the reboot. Yeah.
Okay. It feels, for whatever reason, it feels like longer than that. But
Yeah, it's been 2 seasons now.
But yeah, I mean, just the 2 seasons it's been back. You're gonna have your growing pains that first year, which we did. But going into this year, it just felt like it had always been just the way it had been before.
Right.
So
it's nice having a board that works so well together. And, some of them, like, you got Brady's dad. He doesn't race. Joe's on there. Then you got Brad Bierke, who kind of raced a little bit this year. And then you got Dylan. Dylan does all of our scheduling. He's great with that. And then there's me. And then Alex. Alex is in his 410 now, but his passion for this club is amazing.
Nice. I want to see if hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Who is this, sir?
This is Chad Hoff.
Oh, how are you doing, buddy? Chad Hoff.
wait a minute, who's Chet Hoff?
Chet or Chad?
CHET?
Hey, what's going on?
This is Chet.
What's going on out on the West Coast there, man?
Oh, it's just sunny. We're in a tank top right now.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
By the way, I got a message sent to me from your wife the other day, and it was just awesome. It was 4 years ago to that day that we got Lewis from you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, our puppy. And she sends me a picture every year, my wife and I, so that was pretty cool. But, man, it's so great to hear from you. We tried to get you up here last year to do one night with us for the sites. Are we going to be able to get your ass up here one day next year? If I still got a job.
I hope so.
Yeah, if I still got a job.
Otherwise, I'm going to I'll have to come
What?
visit.
Well, you
Man, next time
impromptu
just don't break
visited him.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are planning on coming back that way next year because I got free tickets after that debacle last year.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. But I hear it's somebody's birthday today.
Oh, boy.
Is it?
What do you think?
I think happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday, dear Amanda Joe. Oh.
Oh. Happy birthday to you.
I didn't join in because I didn't want to drown Chad out. So I figured if we both did it, we wouldn't be able to hear him. So.
Did you hear that? He said you suck anyway.
Thank you, Chad and John.
Yeah, you've watched 55 weeks of this show without you. You know how bad this is now. You know how bad this
Stephen
is.
Lewis is an amazing guy. He's doing a great job filling your shoes, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, you guys, it's always amazing guy. Him and Amanda both are doing amazing job. So
They do. Hey, you ever gonna get your ass back up here in the off season even?
That's the hope. Right now, I got some things going on here. I'm moving around. Then we got some moving up there we got to do. We got to go see some friends and stuff, and I want to see all you guys. So
okay, well, try to make it on a Thursday and come on, jump in with us. That'd be awesome. Hey, man.
You know, one thing I needed to do, I did that week-long Dakota Modified Tour this last year. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to retire from being an announcer. That didn't last long.
That's what you told us.
Yeah, I know. But then I do need to get up and do that whole weekend and with you again, and that Sites Memorial is pretty good. But I gotta give props. The replacement up there right now doesn't do bad. She travels around even and does victory lane.
She's doing all right. She's doing all right. We kind of split it up. I mean, Steven was down there for a while. Gary was there, and then Brina was there. So,
I'm the call up from the minors.
Yeah.
If you need me,
He's
stuff
the
has really gone south.
Yeah,
So
it depends
on
if I
the
have
double
anybody
A
down there.
team. Steven's on the double A team.
There you go.
Yeah.
One call away.
Toledo Mud Hens.
Hey, man, we sure appreciate you calling in, Chad.
Yeah, you bet, buddy. Hey, well, thanks for the text.
And
Especially when you factor in that's mountain time.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
that's quarter to 11, not quarter to noon.
And I hope you
Well, you gotta give John some credit. He texts me all the time and tells me, hey, the show, and it's 10 o'clock here. I'm like, shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
So,
well, I hope don't get too sunburned now wearing your tank top. All right.
I can't with all this hair on my back. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, I'll never get that out of my brain.
Hey. I love all you guys. You guys have a great day.
We love you too.
too.
Say hi to the family, all right?
I will do, you guys. You guys take care. Hugs.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Later, man.
All right, see you,
there
Chad.
you go.
All right,
Chad
bye.
off. That was awesome. Awesome.
That was good.
Let's see if I can get this back. We're starting to run low on time. Are there, do you guys have corporate sponsors, things like that? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, for NOSA, we have Buffalo Wild Wings.
For sure,
that's
yeah.
our corporate sponsor. This year, what was pretty cool is that we had a hard charger come on.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. It
It
was Jeff Liebrick's estate, his sister, and then Mike Johnson as well, had put up for $94
That's
for
cool.
hard charger each
Yep,
night. So, which I think at the end of it, did it come between Weston and Colton for the most?
Yeah, it was. I think Weston got more of them.
We took Weston's
but-
photo a lot. It was pretty cool. Steven put together the hard charger board, which he can talk to both about that.
I knew it was coming, and I didn't want Bruce's and Jeff's to look the same because, and to tell the story the long way, I guess, Jeff was the one that got me in touch with Angie Lohman, Bruce's sister, to do the Heart Luck Award. And then we made it half of the year through that we lost Jeff. So then the next year, Mike Johnson, Budget RV, Jeff's sister, and Jeff's mom come to us with this idea. What do I do here? How do I make this special? How do I do it different? And then Jeff changed the old Dr. Hook song, cover of the Rolling Stone, the cover of the Open Wheel, and we had Open Wheel magazine back in the day. So one and one came together and just make the board a magazine cover.
Sure. One thing I like is Jeff Liebrick, God bless him when he passed, got another sprint car driver living in his house. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
That's all right with
That
me.
was unfortunate what happened to the shop, but it's
oh, gosh, I know. I know.
The Liebrick estate also did add money to the points fund as well this year for NOSA and the NLRA, so that was pretty cool as well.
Wow.
Donated money to that, so.
The NLRA too.
Yep.
This, like the late models. I know we've been talking NLSA. It gets a little confusing sometimes, but
Between
both series. So
between the two series, anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
I guess I didn't give a shout out to the other two board members for NOSA today, Todd Slocum and Mark Dobmeyer. They do a lot of work for us as well.
And you're still missing one.
What am I missing?
Sean.
Oh, Sean!
Oh, jeez.
That is embarrassing.
Whoa.
I forgot about my husband.
Sean is sitting there right now listening, watching the show going.
Well, if we're going to bring Sean up, we might as well bring up Hallie and Hudson because they do a lot for the club,
Yeah, they
too.
do. One thing, I really wish I knew Sean better than I do because...
I think everyone says that. Nobody really knows Sean.
well, your
At
family...
this point, I think you wish you did.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
that was
Sean.
That was a good one.
That was great.
He's such a nice
man.
guy. Your family, they're so awesome. I mean, your daughter is always... happier than heck, it seems like. Your son, I love him. And Sean's quiet, but,
No, Sean's not quiet. Well, he is quiet, but
Meh.
The best way to describe Sean is meh. That's just,
sure.
he's not one way or the other.
He doesn't get too high or too low. He just kind of.
But he can. He can if he gets put one point or the other. I think this year at one point he told me he was done with racing and he's never going to talk to or speak to anyone in racing again because something went wrong one night at the track and he's just had enough. But then
Sean, I love you, man.
But he was back.
Yeah.
If you show up to a racetrack and you ask him how he's doing and he says anything other than meh, like more than 3 words, you almost 180 on the balls of your feet and just walk out like, that's not
What
good.
What I will say about Sean the last few years is that like before he was kind of like he didn't really talk to anyone. He just kind of did his job and went home. Well, this last 2 years with him being on board, I have to call him or I have to text him and I'd be like, "Where are you?"
He's bouncing around.
He's like this little social butterfly all of a sudden. It is kind of funny. He just kind of opened up now. And I will talk on his racing career real quick. He did not race last year. He just had zero motivation to want to work on the race car. Stayed in our storage unit until literally the last week of racing. We tried. He wanted to, but it rained out and all that kind of stuff. He does want to race next year.
Good.
He does want to get back in the car. Hudson has actually expressed a little bit of interest on wanting to try racing the car. He's going to be 12 now. So he's, because he's been helping Sean work on the race car. Like I've always said, with Hallie or Hudson, if either one of them want to race, they need to understand how the car works before they're going to race.
Yep.
Otherwise, I won't let them race.
That is awesome. Is there anything we haven't talked about?
Trying to think if I forgot anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Banquets are in the work for both clubs. I'm working on different things for both of them. I would definitely want to get one done for the NLSA this year. This club deserves to have something after their 2 hard years of work.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to reach out to me because I love hanging out with those guys again. It's always nice to get together with everybody in the off season.
Yes,
because otherwise you only see them on Friday nights if you're lucky. For not that often, and I absolutely it sucks. The last 2 banquets I've had to bail so early.
Do we have enough Fargo folks where we would do it here, or would like doing it in Thief River make more sense?
Ooh.
For the NLSA?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of.
Might have to think about that.
We've historically just kind of like tried to meet in the middle in Grand Forks, but I mean,
Yeah.
We have to discuss that. I know I got a text from the board the other day if we're going to do something, and I haven't responded yet, but the plan is.
Have I mentioned to you that Thief River Falls is my hometown?
You have.
Okay.
So that made you a prowler, right?
A mighty prowler, yes.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at this lineup of drivers, we have a lot of northern, a few in the south.
We kind of get down the list before we get to our Fargo guys.
Yeah.
So it'd be something.
Something to look into.
I hate to make the Taveses come all the way from DL to go to Thief, though.
That's a long haul, but that'd be the only one that would be going.
I mean, not that they didn't put on 75,000 miles this year anyway.
Yeah, they're not afraid to travel the Taves. Which is interesting about the Taves, and I will say this, is that when they travel, they will end up back home in Detroit Lakes no matter how far they go. It's maybe twice a year you will see them get a hotel, and that's usually Greenbush Labor Day weekend. They will get a room. Other than that, they don't. They drive home.
That Minot deal, had they not gotten that wreck, they still, it would have been 4 a.m.
I thought that
but they lost 2 hours.
That night, I thought that was the end of her career. I was like, they're not coming back.
That thing was that wreck was so ugly, and it just.
And we saw her the next Friday. She was back.
Yeah, and I'm still surprised that I caught the whole thing because I'm watching the Game 7 of the Jets at the while our guys are racing. Like, all right, good luck, guys. I'm kind of watching this hockey game, but. Anyway,
we're going to wrap up the show with not anything to do with racing. Hold on here. With a little more lead time, I could have got a not so appropriate birthday singogram set up for this day. Great show, John, Steven, Dale, and Amy, and Amcho. Happy birthday, young lady, from David.
We didn't have to do it on the show, Dan. You've got 12 hours to send it to all of us.
There you go.
Do whatever you want.
Halloween tomorrow. What are your plans?
Actually, I have fun plans. I'm going to meet up with Jade and Travis Strandell and their son, Ryder, and we're taking Hudson, and we're going to go trick-or-treating together.
For fun.
Yeah.
For fun. Okay, my second question is...
Before you do that, did you have to make a deal?
I did, with Jade.
Yeah.
What kind of deal?
I got a text.
Yeah,
I want to know more.
The deal is I got to text Travis to set all this up today.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of one of our...
Oh, okay.
That's kind of one of our inside jokes.
Sure,
is I'll make you a deal.
Okay, my next question to you is... What's your favorite have candy for Halloween?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Okay. Now, Stephen Lewis,
I don't.
you're single. You're probably like I used to be. I might be wrong. Do you lock the doors, shut the lights off, and just hide out, or do you go somewhere, or do you have a butt ton of candy and you're like seeing all the kids?
Well, I guess luckily this year it's on a Friday, so I'll probably end up at headquarters.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah, if it's on a Tuesday, I don't. I hate to say it, and it's not something we kept doing it, carving and buying candy. But it just dropped off in the neighborhood where we only got one or two, and we just didn't. We were just no one's interested anymore. So
I live in the country. Nobody shows up out there.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate because we all remember how it used to be and how
You got those.
it would be nice if it was like that again.
Right.
But you got trunk or treats now, so that's where families.
Well, yeah, we had 2,000 kids in here on Saturday.
It's evolved so much, and I don't mind the trunk or treats. At least the tradition is evolving and going forward. I just wish it was the way it used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where is headquarters?
Sorry, rumors. I will talk you up during the rumors ad, but it's the Mun.
Okay. All right.
So.
All right. And do you have a go-to candy? Your favorite?
So that was my no, because I thought you were going to bring that question to me first.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a candy person.
I guess I've never seen him eat candy.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
right.
okay.
I do not have a go-to candy because I just don't. If I ever do, it is Milky Way Midnight.
Oh, wow. See, my favorite chocolate bar is probably Heath. I'll eat them all, but I prefer the Nerds and the sour sweet tarts, things like that. I'm kind of one of those guys. Happy birthday, Amanda from Corey Litton. You are all welcome to come to the annual Duffy's Karaoke Costume Contest. That sounds like it would be a good time. I was looking at that on Facebook.
I was going to push Mike harder to get to that. I really hope Mike goes to that.
That would be cool. UND and UMD
Mike,
this
and
weekend.
Corey, if Mike goes to that, please film it.
Right. Go to the club to see the cats and bunnies.
So the one thing I did forget about was Curtis, UND, UMD. I wouldn't mind getting to one of those
The Bulldogs.
this weekend. So, yeah.
Old kid I used to play with, grew up with, Mike Hastings is the coach there now. He was the coach at Mankato forever.
You know what the funniest thing about playing Duluth is now?
Yeah, he's the coach at he's the coach of Wisconsin. It's still Sandelin is still the coach at Duluth. Yeah, okay.
Well, the weirdest thing about playing Duluth is now being a Jets fan, I feel like I have at least 2 and maybe 3 Jets that were Duluth players. I had Pionk, I have Sandberg, and I think someone else too. So that's very odd. I mean, obviously UND first. But,
right. So. We're going to wrap it up. Amanda Joe, thank you for coming in. I still want to keep the girl theme going on for next week, but if we don't, we don't. I wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Enjoy your 30s.
The last of my 30s.
I know. Don't eat too much. Stephen Lewis, of course, man, you keep knocking it out of the park. You make this show good.
Thank you.
You do. I appreciate you guys. Paul, the producer, is running the show today. Dale's out of the studio, but again, you guys, thank you so much. I wish you all I wish you a very happy birthday and happy Halloween to all of you. And again, I want to give a shout out to Rumors Sports Bar and Casino right here in the Grand Cities Mall. What a great place, by the way, to celebrate a birthday with. Just go get one of those beer towers and start there. You want to catch the bus? Nick Curtis just said it. We got UND and University of Minnesota Duluth at the Ralph tomorrow night and Saturday. Jump on the bus at Rumors. It's $5. They drop you off right at the front door. They pick you up at the front door. They bring you back here, and you get a beer when you get back. They got football bus versus NDSU coming up next Saturday, and then November 11th, go to Rumors, jump on the bus, go see Sticks and Loverboy. Wouldn't that be a good one there, huh? Yeah, great food, too. If you want to go eat lunch today, sandwich at a side is only $7. They got great food. It's just a great place, wall-to-wall TVs. If you can't make it to the games in person, go to Rumors. Check it out. Rumors Sports Bar Casino, Grand Cities Mall, open every day from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Again, thank you very much, Amanda Joe Enright, and, of course, Stephen Lewis. Is Brew Brothers on tonight? No. Yes. Okay, Brew Brothers, 9 o'clock tonight. Catch the show. I'll catch you in the morning. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source. Give the Forks their identity back again.